One of the biggest matches in this World Cup happens today, and that's the match between Brazil and Morocco. That's a match between the sixth team and the eighth team. Two teams in the top 10 definitely logging it out for supremacy of this group. And I believe whatever happens in this match is going to play a role in determining who finishes top and who finishes next. So it's actually a very interesting match because these two have only met once competitively, and that was in 1998, of which Brazil won 3-0. But that same team is no longer the same. Morocco is no longer that same team. Then neither is Brazil the same monster they were back in '98. They recently met in 2023 in a friendly of which Morocco won 2-1, and definitely that's going to give them some confidence boost coming into this match. But beyond that, too, Brazil are five-time World Cup champions. Um, that are struggling to get their mojo back. But Morocco is coming off the back of semi-finalists in the last World Cup, playing the third place match, which they lost. So definitely they are on a high. And beyond that, they're also coming off the back of a very impressive win record. In the last Since 2003, they've played 45 games, of which they've won 33, they've drawn 10, and lost just 2. So that is an impressive record to keep for 45 games in a row. So definitely they are coming off the back of that to with so much confidence. But beyond that, too, I believe Carlo Ancelotti is chasing a record with this Brazilian team. If he does win this World Cup, he'll become only the second manager to have won the Champions League, to have won the league, and also the World Cup. So I believe he's definitely going to be looking out for that particular record. But beyond that, too, let's look at the players to look out for in this particular match. I think for Morocco, they'll be looking out for. You should look out for players like Brahim Diaz, who was one of their highest goal scorer in the Afcon tournament, as well as Ayub El Kabi. But for Brazil, I believe Rafinha, Vinícius Jr, Endrick, they have a host of attacking talent. I believe it's the midfield that's where they will probably struggle most. But injury concerns they have for players like Neymar for Brazil, and then Naif Igad, the defender, as well as Abdel Ezazui. They will not be available for this particular first match. So, but my prediction for this match, I'm looking at it as a draw. It's called draw 1-1, 2-2. Either of these two should come out of this particular match with a draw. I don't think Brazil has enough in them to get a win in this match, but I think it's going to end in a draw. If they are not careful, they may actually lose it to Morocco. So I don't know what you think. What do you think will end this match? Do you think it's going to be a draw as well, like I do? If you have your own opinion, please do well to drop your opinion in the comment section. I'll be looking out to see what you think. But also moving on to Group B second match, which is Qatar playing against Switzerland. This is I dare say it's a match of mismatch. Actually, it's a match of mismatch because the 56th team in the world is playing against the 19th team. There's about 30 something places between them, and this is happening in San Francisco. And I believe this is the first time Qatar is qualifying for the World Cup on merit. The previous one was because they were the hosts, and they've never won a World Cup match. So I believe they'll be chasing a win in this particular match, albeit they are chasing it against a Switzerland team that is coming off a very impressive qualifying run. They played this qualifying run. Winning out of their 6 games, they considered only 2 goals, considered only 2 goals out of their 6 games. And on the other hand, we have a Qatari team that came off qualification with 8 goals. They considered 8 goals in qualification, so definitely they are not as confident as this Swiss team. The Swiss team, on the other hand, to also have one other impressive record, which is the fact that they are the only they are the second European team to have qualified into the knockout stages alongside France of their last 3 tournaments. So that is an impressive record to have to come into this particular tournament with. So I believe with all this, you're seeing where I'm going with this. I don't see how Qatar would get a win in this match. They are probably going to have to wait a long time, probably sometime soon, to get a win in the World Cup, because I don't think this win is coming against Switzerland. Switzerland are one very they've always found their way into the knockout stages in the World Cup. So I believe they are coming with that same mindset, okay, to get this particular win in this particular match. Switzerland lost in the last World Cup in the quarterfinal, excuse me, to to Italy in the last World Cup. So definitely they're coming with Italy is not no mean team to lose to. So that's not a shameful one for them. But Qatar also have a worry, which is the fact that they've not been scoring goals. The last time they scored a goal was in December 2025 in all of their matches. So this is one that is looking like they might not get a goal even in this match. And even in their pre tournament friendlies, they lost one and drew one. They lost one to Northern Ireland and drew the other to El Salvador. So they're not coming off a confident run. So I think looking at all of this, we're seeing the fact that um, Switzerland should have a comfortable win. I am actually predicting a 3-1 win or a 3-0 win. I don't think they should score less than 3 goals in this particular match. It may be more, but I'm seeing at least a 3-1 win or a 3-0 win. So I don't know what you think about this. Would you also agree with me? Please, I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section. Please don't forget to drop a like on our video, even as we look forward to seeing you on the next one. The World Cup still continues. And please stay on with PJ Talk Sports as we give you more updates on the World Cup and other news.